Hello, I am Smith and you are watching ABS News 24. Subscribe this channel to get latest update. Let's talk about Donald Trump's hands are all over the coup attempt. With each passing day, it seems, new revelations come to light that suggest how intimately involved then President Donald Trump and his advisors were in the coup attempt leading up to the events of January 6, 2021. The latest bombshell came Thursday night when CNN reported that Trump lawyer and confidant Rudy Giuliani, as well as other Trump campaign aides, spearheaded the efforts to gather alternate electors in 7 swing states in an attempt to overturn Joe Biden's Electoral College victory. Giuliani and his allies coordinated the nuts and bolts of the process on a state-by-state level, the sources told CNN. One source said there were multiple planning calls between Trump campaign officials and GOP state operatives, and that Giuliani participated in at least one call. The source also said the Trump campaign lined up supporters to fill elector slots, secured meeting rooms in statehouses for the fake electors to meet on December 14, 2020, and circulated drafts of fake certificates that were ultimately sent to the National Archives. The goal of these efforts? To have Vice President Mike Pence declare a dispute about which electors to seat from those 7 key states, throwing the matter to the House where a Republican majority of state delegations would vote to recognize the pro-Trump electors rather than the rightful electors. That plot was laid out in a 2-page memo by John Eastman, a conservative lawyer working for Trump in the aftermath of the 2020 election. The Eastman memo laid out a 6-step plan for Pence to overturn the election for Trump, which included throwing out the results in 7 states because they allegedly had competing electors. In fact, no state had actually put forward an alternate slate of electors. There were merely Trump allies claiming without any authority to be electors. As all of that was going on, Trump himself was actively pressuring Pence to throw the election back to the House despite there being no constitutional backing for such a move. On January 5, just hours before the Electoral College certification, Trump and Pence met at the White House. Here's how CNN described that meeting. Pence came under intense pressure from Trump to toss out the election results during a meeting that lasted hours in the Oval Office. The Vice President's Chief of Staff, Mark Short, was banned by Trump from entering the West Wing, the source said, as the president repeatedly warned with thinly veiled threats to Pence that he would suffer major political consequences if he refused to cooperate.